I'll show you for my GoPro.
Got the remote for the GoPro. Alright, so we're going to talk about the K5 and why we haven't posted anything since we got it. We've been having some issues with, I guess, sourcing an engine. What do you think? I mean, we have an engine, but
it's been a blast.
Yeah, we have an engine, but I made the mistake of not checking the inside of the engine before buying it and discovered it was really, really sludgy. Like, I'll throw a picture in the video at this point so you can see what I'm talking about, a couple pictures. So we got a hold of the guy. I don't like being that person that's like, oh, you sold me a crappy engine, but you know, I paid the price for the engine because it was supposed to be a good, ready to drop in engine, which is all I was wanting to do right now, is just get an engine that runs good, put some new gaskets and seals in it, and throw it in so I can focus on the body work and all the other stuff. Right? Wow. The engine we got is definitely not drop-in ready to go. Did it run? Yes, but it wouldn't have ran much longer if I would have just thrown it in. Pretty much all the drain holes and the cylinder heads were clogged. Like, the guy had the engine running right before we picked it up, and they were dry. There was no oil in the cylinder heads, so that's not good. So I ended up tearing it all down because he said he was going to give me another engine, and that was like, what, almost 3 weeks ago? We've been trying to meet with this guy to get another engine, pretty much just getting the runaround.
Well,
so
December 8th.
December 8th was when we were supposed to go pick up another engine. Well, that was the start of it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's New Year's Day, and we still ain't got another engine, so pretty much giving up on that. I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet and accept the fact that I made a rookie mistake and should have tore it apart or checked it first. But,
it was like warm when we picked it up, though. Like, who would have thought?
Yeah, I figured, oh, it ran good. You know, I was in a hurry to get it and get going, so whatever. So we tore it apart. The main bearings, they're not bad, but turn my fan off.
Just for a minute.
But the main bearings aren't too bad. The rod bearings aren't good at all. I don't think there's any damage on the crank. I think I'm going to go ahead and just slap a set of bearings in the bottom end of this engine we got. But the valves on the cylinder heads off this engine that I got are shot, pretty much. They have a huge lip in them. Like, they're really worn. So I priced maybe getting a valve job done at a machine shop, and it's absolutely ridiculously expensive. It's like $300 to $500 depending on what all they got to do to it. I'm not paying that. I hate to be cheap, but if I end up really wanting to make this thing sweet, it's probably going to get an LS anyway. So we're not looking to rebuild an engine for this thing and spend $1,500 on it, right? We got lots of body work and other things to do before dumping $1,500 in an engine.
Well, we're not looking for the final result being 10 grand.
No, God no. We don't. We're trying to do this on a budget, so $1,500 rebuild an engine's not in the budget. So we're gonna just do a mild refresh on the bottom end of this. Still do all the gaskets and seals, and we are actually gonna use the cylinder heads off the original engine because they're the same thing, but the valves look like they're in a lot better condition. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and use those heads on the other block. But I want to pull the valves and everything out, clean everything real good, and also we get new valve seals for them because it's stupid not to do them. I'm sure they're shot after sitting 12 years.
Yeah.
But there is good news. We did get some small things done in the past 3 weeks. Right?
We sure did.
A few small things.
Small things while we've been waiting.
Yeah. Trying to make myself feel better. And some things we weren't expecting to do. I need a flashlight. Look, the bench is somewhat clean because we're going to go ahead and work on that today. Where's my light? There it is. It's somewhat clean anyway, right, honey? Oh, here's the other engine, by the way. Nothing special. It's already torn apart. Cylinders are, you know, they're not really a lip in there or anything, so I think we're just going to leave those rings alone. Right, honey?
I think that'd be best.
Here's the push rods. So it shows how nasty this engine was. I put the pan back on because we were supposed to go pick up that other engine, so I was like getting all excited to not use this one. So you know how that goes. Let's show off that new gas tank. Oh, can you see it in there? Oh yeah, new sending unit, new gas tank, all that. Even gave her the special while we were in there and gave it a quick repaint on the inside of the frame, painted the tank, made her look all purty. And it's got brand new tank straps. Look at that, huh? Yeah, that's minty. Didn't want to put a new tank in it, but it was pretty nasty, right, honey?
It was very nasty. It smelled terrible.
Oh, the gas was, there was like 8 or 9 gallons of old gas in it. Actually, I took a video of me pulling the sending unit and stuff out. I'll throw that in there. It's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
It was really bad. The inside of the tank's all rotted, so. But, as you can see, our window is up. Check this out. Kind of quick put the door back together. Got a new window motor in here. I need to get new switches still, so for now it's kind of just laying in here. However, check this out. What do you think, honey? Woo! We got a window now. Nice $20 Amazon engine, or motor, not engine. I get it backwards. This one works, but it's really slow. So it's gonna need a motor too. But hey, at least they work. That's a bonus. And now our fuel gauge is reading properly. She is bone dry. So that's cool, good news there. We got working windows, and I already jumpered the door lock solenoids, and they do work. That's our new bag of bearings. AutoZone had them on the shelf, so.
That doesn't happen every day.
No, it don't. Right? Go ahead and re-unhook this battery now. Use the proper tool for the proper job. Yeah. So, our goal today, since we have nothing better to do with our lives, is going to be get these push rods all clean, get all the goo off of those. That's what I got, this cat litter jug with some kerosene. We're going to soak everything, get all these pulled off, soak them, and start pulling these valves out one by one, line them up, get them all clean the cylinder head real good. Probably paint it, why not? Make it look brand new, minty fresh. So that's going to be the goal today, and I'd really like to get this crank removed today. I'm going to leave the rods in. I'm not pulling the rods because I'm not doing rings because budget life. So we're going to leave the pistons in, pull the crank out, get all the old bearings out, clean everything up, clean the pump, put new bearings in it, slap it back together. That's the plan. Right, honey?
It's a very good plan.
Some people be, it's K5, better do it right. Well, this is as right as I'm willing to do it right now.
I mean, if you're just eventually possibly putting an LS in it anyway.
Yeah, there's no
You don't
point in
gotta
getting
go all
crazy.
out.
Right? And what sucks too is I spent all this time cleaning these other heads that came off that engine, made them look real nice for nothing, because the valves are junk anyway and I'm not rebuilding them. So now I gotta do it again. Yeah, I love it. That was like a waste of 3 hours of my life cleaning them heads.
They look good.
They do look nice.
They really look
I'll
good.
just make them ones look that good, right? So, you gotta like the air cleaner bolt holder. Yeah, this engine here, these were the plugs out of it. I'd say they were burning a little oil. But we already checked the valve seals, and those heads that came off this and they're junk. So that would be why it was burning so much oil. Got new motor mounts. Look at those. Yeah, nothing special under here. So that's really it. That's all that we've done to this thing. Let's fix the driver window, new gas tank, new sending unit, and some lines.
It's just been a waiting game because we were waiting on that guy.
Yep.
That's it.
I didn't want to dive into just using this one if he said, because he seemed like he was actually going to give me another one. And I mean, maybe he still will, maybe he won't. I don't know.
I mean, he sounded like he was a pretty honest dude. However, he has an excuse for everything. And he's a very busy man. So.
Yep. So we're just going to go ahead and run what we got. And hey, in the next 2 weeks, if he tells me to come get that other engine, I'm going to get it anyway. Because at that point, it's just free engine. So, made me wait this long. I should get it free anyway. Right? No? I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and just use what we got. It's a 350. It'll probably run forever. It don't matter. It still ran, so it can't be that bad. I'm just not going to leave the bearings that were in it. I think I took a couple pictures of them. I'll throw them in the video here so you can see what they look like. But we're going to go ahead and get ripping on this. Start tearing this all down one at a time and clean it. And guess we'll stick them on a time lapse for this. What do you think?
Yeah.
What?
Time lapse.
Time lapse. All right.
You need your music.
Let's get at it. This was supposed to be my extra engine that I bought, but of course, this is disgusting. I was not happy when I tore this apart. It did run and had oil pressure, but I have never in my life seen sludge this bad in an engine before. I mean, it is just caked in here. So, I don't know. I had to dig like I think that's the oil drain, and that was just full, clear full to the top with just dry sludgy oil. So I don't know if I'm going to use this engine or not. I got a hold of the guy I bought it off of, and he claims he'll give me another one because he did not know that this engine was this disgusting. So let's hope, because I don't know if I really want to use this. I've had a few people tell me just tear it apart, clean it, and run it, because it's a small block Chevy. They're diehards, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see, I guess. Hopefully I hear from that guy soon, because I'm kind of losing my patience. I don't know. I've been waiting like a week. He said he'd have one out pretty quick. But I did pull the gas tank out because the sending unit's bad, and so is the fuel pump. That's nice. Look at that. Perfect. So I'm going to assume that's original. But we got the new one here. Got the old Amazon special. Hopefully it lasts. I've never bought an Amazon fuel pump sending unit setup before. Looks good, right? Looks new. So I'll be putting that in here momentarily. Well, figured out why the fuel pump don't work. Yeah, so what the heck happened to that? Oh my god, it is so rusty. Look at this. Is that a zip tie? It's obviously someone's been in here in the past. That's, oh, the smell coming out of that tank, it's disgusting. So that's definitely junk. Oh my god. Look at that. I'm gonna have to get this tank all cleaned out and see if this is something I can even reuse. I don't know. This tank looks good on the outside. Yeah, that's disgusting. Great. Oh man, I've never seen a sending unit rust this bad. Look, you can tell they spliced it in there. That's nice. Jeez. Well, guess I gotta get this tank pumped out. Yippee! What are you smiling about? Is that what it is? So you remember how we were talking about how this thing keeps fighting us? Right, honey? Mm-hmm. Let's talk the Blazer again. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. So, we got all the valves out finally. Yeah, some are okay, but a couple of them have some rust pitting going on, which isn't really a good thing. This one's pretty bad. That's not good. You know, like some are good, like this one's not bad. So So I got it all clean, but notice this. There's why it popped the head gasket. I don't know if you can see that crack all the way up through into the valve area. So that head's junk. This is exactly what we're talking about. Oh, we'll get another engine. Well, that didn't go as planned. So, we'll use that engine with my old heads. That ain't working out. Right?
Not working out.
So you know what we're doing now? I'm throwing the fucking worn valve heads on it and we're running it. I'm done. I'm over it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
We're gonna see how it runs. This is frustrating. At least they're already clean, but I gotta tear them apart. I went through all that headache for nothing. So I guess we're gonna use those because I did not see any cracks on those. So, and this did not have a blown head gasket when I tore it apart.
Just don't go cleaning it.
Oh, it's clean. Yeah, I cleaned them. I'm not cleaning that other one. I'm not even messing with it. Screw it. It's not even worth it. It's probably cracked too. I don't know. I think it had 2 cylinders that had rust in it. Yeah, that is really bad. I guess it's common though for small block Chevys to crack heads. So I guess that's what we're gonna do now. Luke's gonna love this video. He's gonna be like, that poor guy.
Happens to the
Buy a
best of us.
K5. It'll be a great idea. You think it's a great idea?
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Maybe someday it'll run and move.
You wanted a project.
This is becoming more of a project than I wanted. This is becoming a big pile of junk. Alright, well, I guess we're done with this video for now. We're going to go ahead and just bring the other heads up and start cleaning and tearing them apart now. Yay! Figured we'd give you an update. Alright, so we did get all the seals and everything replaced in one of the cylinder heads. There was only like one valve that actually looked like it needed replaced, so maybe I worried for nothing. I don't know. I'm definitely calling it a day though. Been out here a while. I went ahead and cleaned all my push rods and blew them all out and stuck them in a nice little baggie. So, sorry this ain't the greatest video, but update video. So maybe another day we'll get these bearings installed. Got one more head to do.